Big news dropped straight out of Texas, and it could rock one of the biggest names in American medicine. We're talking about a massive lawsuit against the makers of Tylenol, and the legal and financial stakes here are enormous. The Texas Attorney General just filed a lawsuit targeting Johnson Johnson, the old maker of the drug, and Kenvue, the company that sells it now. The state is hitting them with claims of deceptive marketing. This isn't just about a broken promise. The claim is that these companies knowingly betrayed America by selling a painkiller to millions of people while hiding huge, massive risks. The core of the problem is the active ingredient in Tylenol, which is acetaminophen. Texas alleges that Tylenol makers knew or should have known that prenatal exposure to this drug, meaning when a mother takes it during pregnancy, could cause brain development problems in children, specifically increasing the risk of disorders like autism and attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. Now, think about that for a second. Tylenol, sold for pain and fever, is one of the most widely used over the counter drugs in the entire world. Historically, doctors and healthcare professionals have told pregnant women that this drug is the safest option available when they need relief from headaches, discomfort, or critically, a high fever. For decades, it's had the reputation as the one pill you could take when you were expecting. Texas is claiming that this reputation, that picture of safety, is totally misleading. The lawsuit says the companies marketed Tylenol as the only safe pain relief option during pregnancy, all while allegedly hiding concerns about possible risks to unborn babies and financially benefiting from promoting that safety message without proper disclosure. But wait, this gets even more complicated and hits the corporate books hard. The lawsuit makes a very serious accusation regarding a corporate strategy to escape financial responsibility. Johnson Johnson spun off its consumer health division into Kenvue back in 2023. Texas alleges that Johnson Johnson fraudulently transferred liabilities related to Tylenol to Kenvue specifically to shield its main assets from a potential flood of lawsuits. Essentially, the state claims Johnson Johnson saw this day of reckoning coming and tried to illegally offload their potential liability onto the new company. The state is arguing that the companies fully knew that Tylenol's massive use and these alleged conditions could lead to them paying out tens of billions of dollars in damages to children who were permanently injured. This whole legal fight is tied directly to a massive political controversy out of Washington. The Texas lawsuit comes just weeks after President Donald Trump and Health Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. asserted a highly disputed link between Tylenol use during pregnancy and autism. The Trump administration pushed for updated guidance discouraging pregnant women from using the drug, citing it as a possible cause of autism. The president himself urged pregnant women to fight like hell not to take it unless it was medically necessary, like for a high fever. He even said women should try to tough it out. The claims made by the administration and echoed in this lawsuit have triggered enormous controversy, confusion, and fear across the medical community and among expecting parents nationwide. Why? Because the scientific community, the global medical community, is largely rejecting the central claim. This is a crucial point for investors and consumers alike. Leading health organizations maintain that acetaminophen is safe during pregnancy, provided it is used as directed. They stress there is no proven causal link between Tylenol and autism. Research suggesting possible associations is considered inconclusive, and experts emphasize that multiple genetic and environmental factors contribute to autism. In fact, doctors are worried that this push of misinformation could lead to worse health outcomes. Why? Because untreated high fever and severe pain during pregnancy pose documented, real dangers that can threaten both the mother and the baby. If a pregnant woman avoids the only recommended medication to treat a high fever, that fever itself could lead to serious defects. The medical community continues to recommend Tylenol as the safest option for pain and fever relief during pregnancy. Tylenol's maker, Kenvue, is pushing back hard. They said they are deeply concerned by the perpetuation of misinformation regarding acetaminophen safety and the potential negative impact this could have on the health of American women and children. Kenvue says they stand firmly with the global medical community that acknowledges the safety of the drug and believes the Texas claims lack both legal merit and scientific support. Johnson Johnson, for its part, simply stated that all liabilities associated with Tylenol sales now belong to Kenvue, citing the 2021 divestment of the consumer health business. It's important to understand this isn't the first time Tylenol has faced this specific issue in court. Dozens of people have already filed personal injury lawsuits against Johnson Johnson and Kenvue, alleging brain development issues in their children after Tylenol use during pregnancy. These personal cases were grouped together in federal court. A federal judge previously threw out many of those cases, citing a lack of conclusive evidence from the plaintiff's expert witnesses. That decision is currently under appeal. The Texas lawsuit, however, is a state-level action. It's based on Texas state consumer protection laws designed to protect consumers from misleading claims, and also on state fraudulent transfer laws related to this company spinoff. This means the state is pursuing different legal claims and seeking different damages than the personal injury lawsuits. What are the financial risks right now? Texas is asking the court to order the companies to pay the state $10,000 for each violation of its consumer protection law. Plus, the state wants the courts to order Johnson Johnson and Kenvue to destroy all marketing materials that claim Tylenol is safe for pregnant women or that it doesn't cause autism or ADHD. If the state wins, this would set a huge legal precedent that could open the door for similar lawsuits across the entire country. This fight highlights the ongoing tension between huge corporate accountability, political pressure, and maintaining trust in established medical care. When the federal government and political figures amplify claims that conflict with the mainstream medical consensus, the confusion created can genuinely put public health messaging at risk. The future of drug labeling, advertising, and corporate responsibility for over-the-counter medications hangs in the balance. We are watching a powerful state government taking on Big Pharma over claims that may eventually reshape how every single over-the-counter medicine is marketed to American families. We will keep following the developments in this case, from the political drivers to the eventual legal and financial outcome. This lawsuit is a big signal that consumer product liability in the pharmaceutical space is becoming a high-stakes arena, carrying risk that could lead to massive payouts and long-term brand damage for these companies. If this analysis helped you understand the stakes involved in this massive corporate and legal battle, hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss our next financial news breakdown, and ring that bell notification so you are always the first to know what is happening in the world of finance. Thank you for watching, and I will see you soon.